what is the necessity of dams that we are looking into that, how the things could be calculated and how things could be understood. Dams are large structures, large amount of money getting involved, large amount of water getting involved. So ordinary units like liters, gallons won't do much things. So we are calculating in cubic meter the storage amount of the Sardar Sarovar dam. In that case, I have shown you that the Gujarat's drinking water requirement is approximately, we come out with 3000 MCM, and what is available in this Sardar Sarovar is something like 5860 MCM. That is the live storage capacity of the reservoir of Sardar Sarovar Dam. So that you could compare at least in your mind that what is the amount of what we drink, what is available in one particular. This is just 5% of the total requirement I have explained to you last time. This is 5%. So we need to multiply this requirement of 3000 into 20, 5%, 20 times. So to make it 100% to include the all other uses of the water like irrigation, industry, entertainment, many more in that foray. So some of the statistics I have also put up for India level, national level. So you could look into this. I have also shown this India's per capita water storage capacity, which is just 1/5 of China and 1/10 of USA. So that is what is the situation that we do not have kind of built structures, infrastructure to store the water, and per capita usage is less than 5%. If we look at the usage in terms of this chart, I have shown you that how the developed countries are using their water resources for different purposes. That developed world and then the low income countries and then the high income countries. Then you look at the industrial use of the high industries, high income countries, that they are 60%, 59% using for the industrial, whereas the low is using 82% for the agricultural, and world average we go, then it is 70. For domestic, this world average is 8, whereas for domestic purposes, 11% of the water, total water available to their countries, they are putting it to domestic purposes. So this is kind of distribution we should think about while creating or taking the decisions. This will facilitate the drinking water supplies in the household. We receive only 2 hours of water per day, and many days are not even 2 hours of supply. For many towns and cities do not receive regular daily water supplies. So this is what is the policy which are affecting that we are not allocating water for the drinking, or in other way we could say that we do not have infrastructure to hold the water, to divert it for the drinking purposes, that we should take it to 10-11% of the level that I explained, and we need to work on it. Then I have started with the definition of dam, and I have shown you this Jindabyne Dam on Snowy River on Australia. That beautiful picture I have shown to you. Then I have shown you of the same and this same dam, Jindabyne Dam on Snowy River, the different components already built and in pipeline. Say these projects are never over. These projects are big projects. They run through the decades and never completed. Each and every component getting a boost, and like storage, then the powerhouse, then the other kind of infrastructure getting ready over the years.
India's highest dam is Tehri Dam. Presently, height is 260 meters of this dam. This is only 575 meter length, whereas in case of you look at Sardar Sarovar Dam, this is more than 1 kilometer long, So length is less because we are getting a good gorge kind of hills where this Tehri Dam has been constructed. This is in Uttarakhand state and constructed over Bhagirathi River. This is a kind of rock-filled dam. This is a loose dam. It's not a rigid dam like concrete dam, like Sardar Sarovar Dam. It's a rock-filled dam, and its capacity is, you look at 4,000 million cubic meter. In case of say live storage capacity of storage of the Sardar Sarovar is something more than 5,000 MCM. So you just compare the amount of water being held back onto Tehri. Tehri is constructed in zone 4 of earthquake sensitive hills of Uttarakhand. So that is also a risk, but the engineers have constructed this and this is it's a good example of civil engineering projects. One of the longest dam is Hirakund in India. Its dam height is not that, say, 200 meter or above, but its dam's length is 8 kilometer. You look at the second point, the length of the dam is 8 kilometer. So this is a very long dam. When you cross it, you really enjoy the drive over the dam roadway. But height is 96 meter. This is a composite. It's a earthen as well as the concrete. Concrete dam is where we need the spillways, excess water to be taken downward. And this is in Odisha on river Mahanadi. Capacity is large. It's almost similar to the Sardar Sarovar, that is 5896 MCM. Now coming to Sardar Sarovar Dam, it is neither highest nor the longest, but it's very important in Gujarat, most important dam of the Gujarat, and it is highest and longest, I think, in the Gujarat state. But the live storage capacity is much higher than the much higher than the other dams in the Gujarat state. So what is the height? Height of the dam is something 138, but from the bottom point, the lowest point of the foundation, it can be attributed that is this is 163 meter from where concreting has started. So 163 meters. You need to have a clear idea of this, that what is the height. I have mentioned this once before that how to consider the height of the dam. Length of the dam is 1.2 kilometer. Type of the dam is fully gravity. It's not a composite dam, and this is on river Narmada. And storage capacity here it is written 9500. These storage capacities are different because when you close the gates, there is addition of something as 18 meter of height of the dam. So from 5,000 MCM, it raises its total storage capacity to maximum storage capacity to 9500 MCM. So this storage capacity is also one type when the gates are not closed. When the gates are closed, then what maximum it can hold is 9500. But yet you could verify the facts and figure about it. You will find it on to different websites. Now this comparison is very interesting. What is here is the river Narmada, Sardar Sarovar Dam and Narmada Canal. I particularly kept this comparison here to make you understand the different kind of flow and storage values. Now Narmada River onto the right, if you look at my arrow here, then Gurudeshwar onto the location side, this is a gazing site. Why this Gurudeshwar is written? Because this is a gazing site where engineers measure the kind of flow taking place. So what is the average flow of Narmada River is 1216. What is Qmax? In terms of Cusack, if you are interested in Cusack, then it is 42,000. So I consider first the 1216 is the average flow of Narmada River. Now if you remember the flow of canal, Narmada Canal at head reaches, it is 1133 cumax. So almost that amount of flow is here. The maximum flow of the canal at head reaches is 1133 cumax, and average flow of the river is this much. So if this much is the flow, average flow, it is comparable with the maximum flow of the canal. Now the minimum is only, this is 10 cumax. It's hardly any flow. This is the flow which is coming out of the sluices, sluice ways or sluice gates. It's an environmental flow which need to be released, which need to be released to maintain aquatic life alive downstream of the dam. So it's a Gurudeshwar where it is being measured, and maximum flow is Qmax. It is during the flooding condition, and this is the maximum discharge or discharging capacity of the river. Beyond this, I think the river would flood onto its bank on both sides at Bharuch or near those low-lying banks of the river Narmada. These are the facts of the Narmada river, that what are the flows at Gurudeshwar. Now look at this Sardar Sarovar Dam and its canal. I show you the details of this, what is kept onto the Sardar Sarovar portal. This is homepage of Sardar Sarovar Narmada Nigam Limited, who built the structure, the agency organization who created this structure. These are some of the facts about them, which I have given earlier to you. This 163 height is taken from that level. The top RL of the dam is 146. This is not height. This is top RL. Catchment area, if you could understand, the area which contribute water to the dam, Sardar Sarovar Dam, not the whole catchment of the river. This is the dam catchment area of river about dam site which contribute water to this dam. Live storage here mentioned. Here, if you look at, then the values are 5860. This is another unit you look at, million hectare meter, or you could convert it into MCM. So these are the different units which are generally used here. Length of the reservoir means backwater effect. Backwater, when you pull up water against the dam, then there is backwater effect. So that is felt up to 214 kilometers in the Madhya Pradesh. Maximum width of the river is 16 kilometers. This reservoir becomes 16 meter wide at some location near to the dam, just upstream, 2-3 kilometers upstream of this 16 kilometers. And average width of this reservoir is almost 2 kilometers. So the river is not, but the reservoir when created, it covers more width, and this has 1.77. This spillway gates, there are total 30 gates, 7 out of which are chute spillway, 60 feet by 60 feet, whereas service spillway, I would explain what the service and chute spillways while discussing spillways, that the 7 and 23 are totaling 30 spillways there. And presently, there are 10 spillways overflowing. जो हम बोलते हैं चादर चढ़ गई है स्पिलवे पे या डैम पे, तो 10 gates are open. Spillway capacity, this is interesting, look at this. Amount is 87,000 cumax. Amount is 87,000 cumax. Now this 80,000 cumax means cubic meter per second is the discharging capacity. But the inflow, the maximum discharge of the river was something like in the previous slide, if you have seen that 11,000 or 12,000 cumax was the maximum discharging capacity of river Narmada. If you allow this much discharge, this is going to give a flooding situation. What happened in Tapi? Now you could understand this. The discharging capacity is much more than the capacity of the channel to carry the flow. The discharge carrying capacity of Narmada River is something 12,000 cumax, but discharging capacity of a spillway is 87,000 cumax. This is something 6-7 times more. Why if we do not keep this discharging capacity such high, then the large amount of water which is getting accumulated upstream of the dam may endanger the structure. So in case of emergency, we need to relieve the dam section from this heavy inflow of water into reservoir. So generally this discharge won't exceed the 10,000 or 15,000 cumax. In terms of lakhs, if you go, then maybe 1 lakh or 2 lakhs or 3 lakhs cusack of water would be discharged from the spillways. But in case of emergency, the discharge capacity can be taken up till 87,000 cumax. So that is interesting data to understand, to digest from these heavy structures, infrastructures. Powerhouse 12,000 megawatt and 2,250 megawatt canal head powerhouse. This is canal situated in the canal, Narmada main canal, and this is river bed powerhouse 1200 megawatt. So you might have seen, or you could request Bhagesh sir to take you to, it's a very interesting infrastructure there onto the Kevadia. Now let's come to the canal structure from the dam. What is this? The full supply level starts at 91.44 meter. I said that 138 is the height of the dam, but this full supply level at HR head regulator starts at 91. When there is water below this 91.44 meter, then the supply is not full. Supply is not full. That you can't have maximum discharge of 1133 cumax in the canal. If lesser than this won't create any kind. And if as it goes below, then there would be lesser and lesser discharge in the canal, and there would be lean kind of flow in the canal. So this is some of the data about the canal you could read. This depth is as high as 7.6 meter in the. This I have mentioned already, 1133 cumax of head reaches, and onto the lower tail end, the canal is having only 50, 60, 70 cumax at the Rajasthan-Gujarat border. So I take you back to the position where we left the presentation. Okay. Now there are 2-3 things which we need to also look at the world situation. And dam I have shown you, the Tehri Dam. This is something 250 meter height, whereas world's tallest dam like Jinping 1 dam is having 305 meter. Length of the dam is like Tehri is almost 500. Type of the dam is here. This is a different arc type of dam. This is not the straight. Dam could be also classified as per the curvature given to in its length. So this is arc or arch dam. You could see into the picture here, a beautiful picture down here taken from distance, and this is through the spillway water coming out. Yalong River in Sichuan, China, and the storage capacity is a large 7,760 MCM. World's largest dam. This is world's tallest. This is largest. Height of the dam is not that much, 192 meter. Three Gorges Dam. This is Three Gorges Dam. Recently built, just 10-12 years back, and it has been completed in say span of 6-7 years. China was fast in creating this, impounding the water into Three Gorges Dam. Length of the dam is 2,300 meters, river, Yangtze River, location Hubei province, and the storage capacity. You look at the amount here, the world's largest dam. Could you imagine this amount of water? If there is a dam break, what will happen to downstream states of this China, down this Hubei? 40,000 almost MCM. So 5 times the storage capacity of Sardar Sarovar, and this been built in 8 years or less than that much time span. Whereas we took like almost 15, 20 active years into creating the Sardar Sarovar Dam, and other dams also not less than 10 years of time span. So this is world's largest dams in terms of storage capacity. Some of the features where it is located, Three Gorges Dam, that you could see it through this figure. In China, where it is located. Somewhere here. This is just a schematic flow, direction of flow here. This is height of the dam, river flowing in this direction. This is lock created for shipping navigation. Ships can be lifted from here to here. So this is lock, LOCK lock created, and this is a schematic representation of the simplified version of the dam. And these are the spillways. This 2 kilometer long here dam. This is one of the picture representing Three Gorges Dam of the China. Again, the facts about the Three Gorges Dam. The power generation you look at, we have created power generation, power capacity of 1400 megawatt on Sardar Sarovar. This creates how much? 18,000. Almost 15 times of what we have created at Sardar Sarovar. They are creating. This red states are from Sardar Sarovar. This 1400 megawatt is from Sardar Sarovar. This is Sardar Sarovar. This reservoir is of the Three Gorges Dam of China. This is Sardar Sarovar. Red numerals are all from Sardar Sarovar. There are two-way lock system created for the navigation. We do not have it here. So this is a fantastic state-of-the-art technology and the structure built in China. We should appreciate the workmanship there done onto the Three Gorges Dam. Look at the structure here. This is real photographs of the dam and the spillway, oozing out water, shipping locks. This is beautiful picture of one of the greatest creation in terms of the concrete dam is concerned. This is a arc dam or arch dam, and this picture really give you a kind of understanding how this kind of dams are effective in transferring the load. I have kept this picture to make you understand. I'll take 5 more minutes only, and then I'll summarize my lecture. And this dam, this is the flow in this direction, and we create the arch in the windows. This is created here onto the upstream side, and this force of this water reservoir created exert force onto it, pressure onto it, and this pressure is where it is taken to these rocks, strong, these hills around. So this was the one of the best technological creation ever in terms of dams or reservoirs. Look at this structure. This is the downstream side of the reservoir or the dam. Hoover. Reservoir capacity is almost about like 35,000 MCM, or say you could compare it with the Three Gorges Dam. very powerful dam and completed in 1936. Look at this completion date. What is USA? Why USA? Why USA is USA? We could create we have created this much capacity of storage, 5,000 or 6,000 MCM, and here 35,000 MCM, and the year of construction completion is 1936. So just keep the kind of development taking place in other than India, that what is happening beyond India, we should also have our eyes on to that, what the other peoples are doing, other countries are doing, why, how, and where the technology is taking for skyrocketing.